Welcome, foolish mortals, to another spooky edition of Fab Little Dish. Thanks so much for joining us today, and welcome if it's your first time. Thanks again for joining us if you're a returning guest. Today is gonna be fun. I'm gonna be going into different tips and tricks and ways for you to be able to obtain the Haunted Mansion effect. Now, I also do have an associated blog post with this and all of my other videos for that matter. So head over to fablittledish.com if you want to see things in more nitty-gritty detail. I'm going to be linking to where a lot of this stuff is as well, so stay tuned for that. But before we get into it, please make sure to hit the like button if you're liking any of the videos that you've been watching, and please make sure to hit that subscribe button because I don't want you missing out on anything spooky. It is spooky season. It is Among Us, and it is my favorite holiday. So I want to be able to share all of my spooky things with you and my love for spookiness. So please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. But without further ado, I do want to jump right into it. So here are the tips and tricks that you can do throughout your home to obtain that Haunted Mansion effect. I hope you enjoy. Thanks again for tuning in. And in order to get that Haunted Mansion vibe, you really need to have the perfect color palette. And that's gonna be purples, deep velvety blacks, rich reds, lots of black though. As you can see, I've got lots of it all over, and it really makes the room. So something that I love about the Haunted Mansion ride is Disney's attention to detail and all of the vintage elements that are incorporated throughout. I love that is definitely one of the reasons why I love that ride so very much. So adding vintage elements to your Halloween decor will definitely give you that Haunted Mansion vibe. And what I mean by that are just old, ornate, gilded gold mirrors, frames, skellies coming out, these kind of just gold accents. I had gold already throughout my room, so I kind of just incorporated it within my Haunted Mansion decor, and it happened to really go well. But old photos, portraits, the droopy florals. Here's some just vintagey style busts, and of course we've got the Madame Leota, but I'll cover her in a sec. But just they're Victorian. There's attention to detail on them. She has feathers in her hair. This lights up too, and he's wearing a top hat. He's just so precious. Yeah, that's a Victorian or kind of a vintagey element with the Victorian theme. And all of my frames match. I just replace the photos that are in them. But that's another thing you can do to really just kind of another vintage element. But here as well, this candelabra, I love. It is just an antique candelabra, and it with the black candlesticks at night when you turn the lights on, it's so cool. And I have some spooky cobwebs. I've definitely showed them in other videos. And this is just gonna be a quick one. But I just wanted to talk about that one. And then also another vintage element would be this lampshade over this older kind of style lampshade there. Definitely vintagey. And these busts are definitely kind of a vintage style as well, of Frankenstein and his bride. So yeah, and again, there's those purple and black and dark colors incorporated throughout. And I forgot to mention this last time too, but this kind of just adds a vintagey flair as well. Real cool. And speaking of which, dark and tattered textiles is my next trick and tip for the Haunted Mansion vibe. I have that also throughout. it really just casts the element, especially over the bed. Over the bed is so perfect. But I have these throughout my house, or throughout my apartment, I should say. They really, really give the Haunted Mansion vibe. And I know I've been covering most of this video from my bedroom, but that is the Haunted Mansion themed room. But if we're gonna be talking about tattered fabrics and hanging just, I don't know, droopy, dingy looking, lacy detail, I had to pop in the living room. These are 2 table runners I actually got from Amazon and threw them over my big mirror there. I've got Miss Skelly sitting over there next to it. But I put a chain, really cool, and it's actually plastic, but you'd never know. And then obviously we've got the hanging decor up there that really casts the Haunted Mansion effect. And we've all seen Miss Leota, but she is in front of a droopy, lacy, tattered fabric just to give that spooky vibe. And again, we have another lampshade cover there. And it's just, I like the fringe detail on those ones, but they just really kind of add to the detail. And also I like to put them over pictures, so I've got a couple of fabrics just over paintings as well. So it really, really creates a good vibe in here with the tattered fabrics. Spooky lighting is my next trick, and you do get to see the candelabras lit up. There they are, so gorgeous. Spooky lighting, so anything, what I mean by that is what the Haunted Mansion does as well. And the ride, which they have candles everywhere, glowy lights, mysterious little things, just kind of, you know, showing some light in life where you might not have expected. Like underneath there, that casts a really cool spooky glow in the room, especially with that purple over the witch, and the green and the potion bottle, and the black flame candle. Just really, really pretty colors coming together will absolutely create that Haunted Mansion vibe for you. Another fun example here. Ghostly portraits are definitely another recommendation. This is my favorite little Haunted Mansion corner with the portraits. They do change. I don't know if you can tell. Isn't that cool? I love those. I put them in really cool frames, and then I also found these really cool vintage Madame Leota tin sign. Same with Mr. Hatbox Man. Yeah, they're really cool. Spooky. Here's another spooky little friend in a frame. Isn't he precious? Ooh, speaking of spooky wall decor, gotta show that one more time. I can't remember where I got this picture from, but it's definitely one I just put in a frame. But this is it looks like it's a needle point that's done, hanging up frame needle point that is on the ride. And so I saw that and thought it was cute because look at it, they printed it to make it look like a needle point. It's so cute. This is another newbie that I thought was really cool to show in this video. I got this from Etsy. I printed it, and I think it's an 11 by 14, and put it in one of my matching frames that's throughout my bedroom. But I did have a different kind of Victorian style in here, and I was like, I don't even have to change it. It looks so cool. But there was just something. I had to get her. And if you all recall, she's the one waiting for you at the end of the line before you start the ride. And she changes. she doesn't change like the others do. That would be really cool. But she looks so cool, and I know you've seen little snippets of her in other parts of this video, but she definitely needs to be showcased for the spooky wall art. Spooky, dreary florals are a great touch for the Haunted Mansion vibe. I even put some cobwebs in there at the front. It's really cool. And here's another quick example of some cool dreary florals. I love that. Hey, Betty. Here are some more dreary florals, and I really like these because they give that dark black velvet purple color palette. They really set that off too, that I was talking about as my first tip, but it goes very perfectly for the dreary florals. These even count here as dreary florals in my Nightmare Before Christmas corner in my kitchen. It looks so cool. I mean, just look at how just dark and creepy it kind of looks, you know? It's just, I love it, and it's drooping on the sides. There's Sally, Mickey, Minnie, Jack, and Zero. I love that nutcracker. I'm obsessed with nutcrackers. You will see that during Christmas coming up here, trust. So cute. And then I got hanging Zero there. And when in doubt, just get some Disney merch or official Disney license merch because it really just with the colors, the font, even the Disney logo, it really gives everything. I mean, this was from Spirit, but it's so cute. Look, just gives that little effect right here in this corner for sure. Another thing I have in this corner that's Disney merch is the clock back there. I believe it works, but it's stuck on 13. And then we have Madame Leota, who's official as well.
Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at. Rap on a tape. It's time to respond. Send us a message from somewhere beyond.
We've got Madame Leota talking in the background, but I'll continue. And then we have here the wreath. That is the hitchhiking ghosts. Disney merch from Spirit Halloween. Obviously, these give off the vibe. We've got the sign from Lowe's. We've got just other pieces kind of throughout my bedroom. And Leota, that's I don't know what that is. Like a paperweight or something, but I think this whole kind of area gives off the Haunted Mansion vibe. Certainly this does. Certainly. My Department 56 favorite. Look at it. Let me just say it again. Show it again here since we are talking about the Haunted Mansion vibe. The singing bus. Come in. At the end of the right there. And she says the same thing as the other one. And I even like having the 4 people in the back there that you see in the elevator that elongate. I like having them there even though they're right there as well. Carriage. Oh, these are also Haunted Mansion. Really to go to that vintage effect that I was talking about earlier. These are so cool. These are also the busts that are on the ride, the ones that follow you. with their eyes, or they kind of sink in there. We've got the lantern of them as well. They're everywhere. I even have a book back there with Haunted Mansion. Even just little details like that will give that vibe. This sign really reminds me of the ride in front of it. So this just really gives it, and I have this as soon as you walk in. We've already seen this gravestone, but, or this tombstone. But here it is again. I really like where she is in the living room though, because she stands out. She's just prominent right there. So this table runner that I've added here really pairs well with the matching shower curtain, and that is the wallpaper print from the Haunted Mansion ride. And that's all of the tips and tricks and that you can use throughout your home to get that Haunted Mansion vibe this Halloween season. I do hope that you enjoyed watching this, and I hope that there were some things that you're gonna take back with you and put in your house. So let me know if you do. Give me a comment. I love reading everyone's comments. They make my day. So please let me know if there's anything you liked in particular about this video, and let me know if there's anything else that you want to be seeing from me. It is the spooky season, so there's gonna be a lot more stuff coming your way. Again, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on anything. But until next time, I do hope you all stay spooky, my friends. Take care, and thanks again for tuning in. Bye.